Nicholas. What am I going to do with you?
Sir, you have to understand.
No, you have to understand. The boys here aren't used to the concepts you're bandying about. The H word, Nicholas. There hasn't been a recorded act of heresy in Sanford for 20 years.
But sir, I'm certain, and what's more, I know who did it. Can I see the commissar, please?
Commissar Skinner to the Commissar's office. Commissar's office. Commissar Skinner.
Sergeant Angel, and to what do I owe this pleasure?
Commissar Skinner, I'm detaining you on suspicion of the murder of Leslie Tiller.
Leslie Tiller's dead? How? She tripped and fell on her own shears.
I'm also arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Tim Messenger on May 1st, of George Merchant on April 29th, and of Eve Draper and Martin Blower on April 28th.
Why on earth would I do that, Sergeant?
I'm glad you asked. My suspicions were first aroused when you appeared at the scene of the Blower Draper death on the outskirts of Sanford, despite the fact that you live and work in the center of the village.
What happened, Danny? Traffic collision.
I couldn't help but recall your comments at the theater on the previous evening, when you not only indicated an awareness of the couple's affair, but also inferred that Eve's connections on the council might make her privy to important information. You even spoke of bashing her head in, perhaps hoping you might discover the root of the proposed webway fragment. You were already suspicious that George Merchant was buying up a large area of land on the outskirts of Sanford, after an article Tim Messenger wrote in the Sanford Citizen. You see, the land Merchant was buying had little value in and of itself, but if it became accessible by webway fragment, it would become a prime location for, say, a retail park. Consumed with concern for your business and potential disloyalty from fickle customers, you yourself expressed a wish to summarily execute. You yourself killed the competition in cold blood, staging the murders as accidents. You used a vehicle removal truck to stage the Blower Draper death that had incinerated an old man in his own house, covering your tracks with a judicial application of bacon and beans. However, there was a loose end. Tim Messenger. Splattered before he could share with me what he told Leslie Tiller that very afternoon, the true value of her land. Upon discovering she was about to sell up to the off-world developers, you brutally murdered her with your own shears, and made good your escape utilizing your impressive skills as a fun runner.
Very entertaining, but I rather think you've been playing too many video games.
He hasn't.
Why would I kill Leslie? You clearly aren't aware that we're related.
Oh, but I am, cousin Sissy.
I'm afraid my nickname of Sissy is only a revelation to yourself. My teenage years studying ballet are well known.
Yeah, Sissy Skinner. What a slanty boy.
Thank you, Angies. Now, despite my comments about executing customers, I personally relish the competition of another store. Anything to energize my workforce. In any ways, what makes you think I could dislodge part of the ecclesiarchy roof? Or for that matter, stage a car crash?
It's a well-known fact that the ecclesiarchy roof is in dire need of repair. And isn't it true that 2 of your own employees operate the vehicle removal service for the council?
Sergeant, this is the 42nd millennium. Many people hold down several jobs. I myself host a life drawing class at the village hall. Tina here is a table dancer at Flappers.
Nevertheless, you could have utilized the vehicle removal truck for your own ends.
These accusations are quite meaningless, Sergeant, unless you can back them up with hard evidence.
Well, you've got me there. I'd need something conclusive. Something that placed you at the scene of the crime. Perhaps a wound you sustained on a piece of broken glass this very evening.
Sergeant, this is beginning to get embarrassing. How could I possibly be in several places at once? I'm sure the store's security footage will absolve me. Do feel free to spool through.